Who is Shola K. Roberts?
Who is Shola K. Roberts? Shola K. Roberts is a Brooklyn dance artist, dance educator, by way of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, a lover of the arts, a lover of West Indian culture, Grenadian culture, and someone who's extremely passionate about just uplifting and empowering her people.
Well, nice. Beautifully said, Shola. Come on. All right. So how long have you been dancing?
So I saw the question.
Yeah.
I did the math. I said, let me do the math. 28 years.
Wow.
Started dancing at the age of 6. And probably dancing, and that's with regards to formal training.
Right.
And started at the age of 6 at the Y.
Nice.
Yes. And then at one point in time, I attended Ailey's junior division.
Okay.
Then went on to Creative Outlet. After Creative Outlet, I then went to Howard University, and it's from Howard University I started to really hone in on my career and my artistry. But it really started in middle school when I really started saying, like, this is something that I wanted to do for real as a career.
Nice, nice. So what genres of dance do you do?
What genres of dance do I do? Okay, so let's start. Contemporary.
Yeah.
Traditional West African.
Yes.
Afro-Cuban.
Yes.
Afro-Haitian.
Nice.
Modern, specifically the Dunham technique, but have trained in Graham and Horton.
Yeah, nice.
And you know, of course, I've trained in hip hop, I've trained in jazz, I've trained in ballet.
Yes.
Being that I have a degree in dance, of course, that's the expectation. But in terms of my passion, it's truly traditional West African and the Afro dances of the African diaspora. Nice. So even now with soca dance, you know, becoming a notable genre of dance, just creating a vernacular and a language for that as well is something that I am proficient in.
Nice. Awesome. What's the one thing you feel you've learned about yourself through the art form of dance?
Woo! What is one thing that I've learned about myself? Power.
Yeah.
And power rooted in community. Power rooted in beauty.
Yeah.
Power rooted in my support system, and I said community, but those that believe in what you're capable of and what you can give back to the community.
Yes.
And how those things can continue to perpetuate itself. Legacy as well.
Yeah.
Knowing that each event, each occasion is just a moment, but what lasting impression are you trying to leave? And so one thing about my artistry, one thing about dance, one thing about my training is that these are moments, but how do they then impact the next moment?
Yeah.
And how does it impact those that are next to you?
Yeah.
And those around you?
Your fears and heal your pain, and victory will be in your name.
I used to be weak, but I'm not weak no more. I found the strength of my ancestors deep down in my African core. I used to be frightened, I'm not afraid no more. The Father bless me with the heart of a lion and a warrior soul.
What do you feel is the most rewarding thing about being a dancer?
This idea of vulnerability, being able to be open about who we are and not being judgmental about it.
Yeah.
This ability to communicate.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
In moments when it may be challenging and trying.
Yes.
You know, and just the idea of impacting people. I like to say dance is the art where I can touch you without physically touching you.
Wow. Wow.
And so how can I touch someone? How can I help them? How can I impact some type of feeling towards them without, necessarily saying, here, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Dance does that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
what do you feel is the most challenging thing about being a dancer?
the fact that people don't get it.
Yeah.
And when I say don't get it in the sense of the tireless nights, the dedication, the attention to detail, the respect that is needed as a dance artist.
Yeah.
I feel like we are still at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
And you find that this was something that as a community, as a people, we always relied on. We picked our government officials who dance. You know what I'm saying? When someone got married, we dance. When someone died, we dance. And so people think of it as something so separate from life and community, and that's not the case.
Right.
Constantly feeling that we need to advocate for dance being in schools or being in spaces or giving dancers the respect and the space that they need when we go on these commercial gigs. I feel like some people still don't get it.
Yeah.
It looks nice, but they don't understand the work and the diligence that is needed to put this work of art together.
Yeah. So I think that kind of pours into the next question. So if you were to change one thing in the dance industry, what would it be?
What would I change? The need to always justify what I'm doing. And but the work speaks for itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Even as an educator, even at being in some of the spaces I've been for such a length of time and the experience that I've had over the years, still feeling the need to justify. Why can't I just come in and exist?
Yeah.
Why can't I just come in and be? Why can't the space already be cleared or manipulated for the art, for the dance artist?
Right.
And so the same way people take the time to get to know other disciplines or respect other disciplines, the same should be taken for dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Nice. What advice would you give to the younger generation of dancers coming up?
You have to do the work.
Yep. Yep.
You have to do the work. What does doing the work mean? You have to study.
Yep.
You have to do your research.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's something that you want, the same way that and I'm not saying that, the younger generation is materialistic. I'm just using that as a comparison in terms of if there are a pair of sneakers that you want, what do you usually do? You would grind, you will save up your money, you will seek out the stores that are selling this sneaker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if this is something that you want, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
And I feel it's not going to be easy. I feel like nothing beautiful or meaningful is easy. You have to invest yourself. 5, 6, 7, and go 1 and 2 and up. 6, 7, and go 1 and 2 and up. 6, 7.
So tell us about a failure that you cherish the most.
And I won't even call it a failure. I will call it a moment or a situation that wasn't for me because God had something else planned for me.
Yeah.
I remember fresh out of college and pursuing this dance company. And I remember, my advisor wanted me to be a part of this company so bad. And I felt like I would have been the perfect shoe-in, like perfect company member for this dance company.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time interning and going to rehearsals until one day I got an email from the artistic director that really, it felt like a knife in the back of my heart. Because I felt like I was working so diligently and I felt like I wanted it so bad. And the email basically said that I don't think this is a right fit for you.
Wow. Wow.
And I remember crying. I'm being transparent. I remember being crying and trying to figure out like, what am I going to do next?
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked out in a way where, things started to unveil itself. I started meeting different people, my paths. I would cross paths with certain people. Eventually started working for Crunch, but it was because of that moment that had brought me to the path I'm on, or the track that I'm on today.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
So tell us about Dance Grenada. Your baby.
My baby.
Yes, tell us.
So Dance Grenada was founded in 2020. And it is an international dance festival that was supposed to take place on the island of Grenada. However, COVID came and shake up the table.
Right.
So it became the first international virtual dance festival of Grenada. And basically it's supposed to be a platform where international and local dance artists share best practices, share their knowledge, share their content of the art form, and for us to highlight some of the traditional dance forms of Grenada as well.
Nice.
Right? And so, especially doing this school thing, I'm at Columbia, we're talking about disrupting the dance community in terms of what are the normal practices, what are the routine or the dance techniques that are always featured at festivals. We need to highlight some of our dances from the diaspora. I'm not saying that is not highlighted, but this is to put Grenada on the map in terms of what Grenada has to offer in terms of dance practices, and just to create that connection. I feel like a lot of my opportunities came from networking with people from Trinidad, the UK, America, Africa, and so how can we bridge that gap to get some of these younger dance artists in Grenada to be exposed to what is out there, and so not only is it for the local dance artists, it's for the international dance artists to come see where I'm from. Grenada's beautiful. And so what do we have to offer? What can we share to just keep this energy and love going?
Nice.
So
So you just said you created Dance Grenada in 2020.
Well, right.
Sorry.
No, you're right. You're right.
During a pandemic, sis. How did you do that? That's amazing. During a pandemic.
I know.
Okay.
I know. A whole international dance festival during the pandemic, right? But you know what that speaks to? That speaks to community. That speaks to village. That speaks to people who were backing me and people who knew that this was a dream of mine while I was attending Howard University.
Right.
And then when it came to fruition, she was like, my friend Carrie Ann, she goes, Shola, I remember you talking about this when we used to sit in the dorms.
Yeah.
So I'm with you 150%.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let you fail. So you're going to pull up your big girl boots and make it happen. And so, because my parents were extremely supportive. Two of my family members were actually on the teaching bill, and so it's just about using our resources. I know you how can we create this hub to just continue this work?
Beautiful. Beautifully said. So Shola, now I want to ask you, what does culture mean to you? What's your definition of culture?
What is culture? Culture is life.
Yes.
Culture it's life. It's who I am. It's who you are. It's how we engage. It's how we talk. It's how we socialize. It's how we communicate. It's how we live, how we eat, how we breathe, how we dance. And not taking any of that for granted. And honoring those that have come before us. And pay it forward.
Nice. Nice. So what is your contribution to the culture?
No.
You know.
little Grenadian Shola. What is my contribution to the culture? To share, to perpetuate a deep passion and love for community.
Yeah. Beautifully
Through
said.
the art of dance and through our Caribbean culture.
Yes.
Right?
Good one.
So that's my entry point.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Big up yourself, Shola. Come on. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you. This is where it gets a little fun.
Oh.
I'm going to ask you questions based on preference, right?
Okay.
In the midst of that, there are going to be some finish the lyrics.
Oh Lord. You know I don't know lyrics.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So even if you ain't got the lyrics, just hum the words.
I'll go hum.
I'll go hum. All right. And it has to be as fast as you can, yes?
Oh my goodness.
All right. So let me go. Reggae or calypso?
Calypso.
Soca or dancehall?
Soca.
Steel pan or djembe?
Oh. Pan.
Okay. Homebody or outgoing?
Oh. I can't say both.
If you really want to go with that, fine. Okay, fine. I'll leave you with both. Who did the boy belong to, Brandy or Monica?
Lord, Monica.
Okay, finish the lyrics. I want to just pick up something, anything. Watch how I go grab something, anything.
Run with it. Run. Pick up something. Start to run with it.
Okay. Dance technique or dance popularity?
Technique.
Early bird or late bird?
Late bird.
Teaching classes or performing?
Performing.
Modern or jazz?
Modern.
Finish the lyrics. Get ready to wine. Get ready to wine. Faluma.
Ding, ding, ding. Lama, lama, ding. Coco and Jana.
I
don't know if that's the lyrics.
Girl, we all be twisted on that one. All right. Choreography or freestyle?
Choreography.
Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Makeup or no makeup?
Makeup.
Day or night?
Night.
All right, finish the lyrics. I got money in the bank. Shorty, what you think about that? I be in the gray Cadillac. We in the bed like... Look, her sister trying to help her. Oh gosh.
What song was that?
We in the bed like ooh, ooh. See, I'm saying, I'm reading the lyrics very properly.
Okay.
Very nice. That was funny. That face right there. Okay. Pop, lock, and drop it or stooky?
Sticky.
Dirty wine or hot walk?
Hot walk.
JetBlue or Delta?
JetBlue.
Pretty Mass or Juve?
Both.
It is crucial. Yeah. I'll let you rock with that one. Finish the lyrics. Well, woman, the way the time cold, I want to be keeping you warm.
Well, woman.
Come on, camera. Come on, camera. She over here in the background.
Temperature.
Help her out. Right. Sean Paul. Well, woman, the way the time cold, I want to keep you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Lord.
Okay, last question is followers or friends?
Friends.
90s hip hop or 90s R&B?
R&B.
Girly girl or tomboy?
Both.
Yeah? Nice. Good job.
Oh, this is fun. Everyone should visit the Culture Cave. Oh, Kira, this needs to be like big.
I'm
This is
trying.
great.
I'm trying, sis. I'm trying. Okay, so this last portion is called Cave In. Yep. You grab the bowl, mix it up, pick one, read it, follow the directions. Drum roll.
Copy me challenge. is Shola K. Roberts, and you are getting to know me on Culture Cave.
Yes!
When people would see me on stage, people would talk about how they felt so inspired and infected by my movement that I had to continue. So when you hear people telling you that, sometimes it's like, okay, well, maybe I should really hone in on this skill.